Yes. Now the next topic is taking the classroom to the community instead of taking the word is written as creating. So just to make it a correction, is taking the classroom into the communities just means visiting of the community places or community resources like banks, post offices, booking offices by the students is known as taking the class to the community. That means a field visit to the um, learning resources which cannot be brought to the classroom is known can be called as class taking the class to the community. So classroom, when the community cannot be invited, or when the community people cannot come and cannot be invited, if there is no scope to bring the community to the classroom, then the other option or the other way to get the learning resources is we have to the classroom means the student, the group of the students of the classroom should be uh, go to some learning resources. That means the community resource which can be useful to learn the learning things. So classroom to the community is simply we can say shifting the class students to the community learning resource is known as the shifting the taking the class to the community. So there the field trip we can say, this is simply the field trip to learn the things in a direct way with first for the first hand information. So going to field trip gives a total experience for how to do this process. When we shift the class to the community to learn the things, how to do it, there we have to follow the three things when we are moving to the to learn the learning experiences from the learn community resources. One is when we visit the community resources like mass museum, mass laboratory, or some banks, post offices, market, shopping complexes. These all, when we visit, we have to observe what is going there to learn the or expected things, and build the knowledge what they are doing there and what the procedure is going there, what in what way they are using the concepts what we want to learn, and then share it with the teachers, understand it and share it with the teacher. The teacher will conclude. This is a way we follow the four steps here: observation, building the concept, sharing the understanding with the teachers is four steps to be followed when we go to field trip. So this is about the how to bring the how to take the class into the community. Then we are saying that we're going to visit the learning resources of the community is known as field trip or field visit. Then what is the use of that one? What are the uses of the visiting of field trips? What is field trip? What to do with the when we organize a field trip, when we go to a field trip, what to do? So we should the learner gets more opportunities through the field trip. He tries to discover the learning outcome by his own, and he connects the prior knowledge or previous knowledge with the environment to learn the things, new things. So uh, bridging the new knowledge and previous knowledge can be established by the field visits or field trips. So during this field visit, the students or the learners gets can they can develop some skills. We have already discussed in problem solving, heuristic method and laboratory method. The same skills we can expect they can develop themselves. The skills, following skills can be developed. What are the skills? Let's have a look on that one. The first one, they can enhance the skills of interacting with the physical world. That means what is there. Next, they can earn their own material to learn their things, the new knowledge, and they can enhance the skills of interacting with the other people, and they can utilize how the technology can be utilized to learn the things. So all these things can be all these skills can be developed by you field visits. So field visit is a process of for learning on first hand experience. So this is a better way to make the students to learn new concepts if possible by field visits when the time permits in the school. But we don't get more time, so now at least we should organize some field trips or field visits to the children to learn or get the first hand experience to learn the things in an effective way. And what are the places must be visited by the mathematics students to learn the concepts effectively? Then what classroom to community we are discussing now, how the classroom should be moved, to which places the classroom or the students should be moved, or which places must be visited by every mathematics students to learn the first hand to get the first hand experiences. If you take, we already discussed, we should make the students to visit banks, post offices, insurances, market, booking offices, action places, and shops, big business concerns, big industrial concerns. They, in these places, if they visit, they can collect more information, they can collect material, then they can use that material in the laboratory work to learn the new things. So when they visit these all these things, they can get acquainted with the some environment or some other things. They will get good knowledge regarding all these things. So when we go to the banks, the bank manager can be called, but bank cannot be brought to the classroom, so the classroom should move to banks. The postman can come to the classroom, but we cannot bring the class post office to the classroom. So in this case, we have to go to post office to how this process goes on in the post offices, how the financial savings and all these things will be done in the post offices. Insurance, how it goes on. Market, how the quantities and all these things, market price, all these things will be known. We cannot bring this market to the classroom. The booking office and the action place, all these actions of the chit funds and some private cheats, or some in other departments, some action of vehicles, action of cheats, and cannot be brought to the office, it's a classroom. So in these cases also, we have to move to above the places to learn the things directly with the first hand experiences. Now if you go to the shops, we can learn so many things from there: profit and loss, discount, next what is cost price, selling price, percentage of profit, loss percentage, all these things we can learn using this if we move the class to the shops. And there's some other big concerns also, big business also there, we can get a lot of things. So this is the these are some places must be visited by every mathematics students to learn the things practically, to get the knowledge practically. So what are the advantages of the field trip? What are the advantages of field trip? We have discussed already about the skills which can be developed by the field trips. Now we will discuss again in detail what about this advantages of field trips, field visits. It provides first-hand experience to the learner. Yes, it supplements classroom learning. That means whatever the students learns, that cannot be satisfied sometimes. So that the satisfaction cannot be given by the teachers. By visiting some places, you can get supplement knowledge to learn the things in a better manner. So we can develop our broad sense of outlook, and the student gets new ideas and they can take up the new projects to find out the new things to be learned. Next, they will get a good clarity in the subject, and they can it enhances the inquiry attitude, and they can understand and feel that the mathematics is in and around us, and wherever we go there will be mathematics, so we have to learn the mathematics. They can understand the importance of mathematics in the world and to lead his life, and develop the skills of we already discussed, the observation skills, collection skills, classification analysis skills, and acknowledges the authenticity of the community knowledge and enhances the general knowledge, and it develops social interaction by dealing with so many issues. These are the some advantages we can say of the field visits.